All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to the monthly SNARS meeting. Barry is still getting over COVID and flu and whatever else he has, so he's working from home. I'm Doug, Whiskey 7 Delta Bravo Echo. I'm the treasurer, but I'm going to run the meeting this morning. Unfortunately, the scheduled guest speaker I went into the hospital last night with a health issue. So instead, we have our own Jim Shepard, who's going to talk about volunteers on the air this morning. And with that, we'll get started with the slide deck. If my computer will cooperate with me. There it goes. Okay. So money-wise, we're sitting in pretty good shape. Excuse me a sec. We've got, these are the latest numbers after I closed the accounting on Tuesday. So we got 5651 in operating, PayPal's sitting just above 1,000. We have 13,000 in savings. We have 17 in our self-insurance fund. Last month, the board voted to hold 17 as a cap. So if we have to pay for something that gets damaged, we'll restore it back to 17. Convention fund still sitting at 4151. No activity there except for annual, fees, the domain name, and things like that. We've had pretty good donations so far this year to date at $800. Amazon Smile gave us $45. They're going to give us 2 more donation blocks. One for January, February, and then one is a kind of a thank you block. It's an average of the last 3 years, I think it is. The Amazon Smile Foundation is going to go away. So by middle of the year, we won't see any more money from them.
And they're shutting it down.
They're shutting it down. So if you have a favorite charity that you use on Amazon, that whole thing is going to go away. You'll have to figure out a different way to donate. And then SNARS members have donated 750. So we've got net assets of just almost $41,000. Net monthly was 539, and then we've discussed. I think we'll be
over here.
pushing to buy some additional repeaters this year. Try to burn down a little bit of savings and keep us in check. Other than that, we're all good money wise. Oh, come on, you silly thing. Hey, we have 410 members. 305 of us are ARRL members. That's good. New members, 17. Volunteer examiners, 47. Unfortunately for me, Crystal keeps holding these sessions on the same weekend that I typically teach a business class. So I can't help as much as I'd like to, but it's good. We do process a lot of ARRL memberships through the club. That's a little more work for me, but because I got to write them a check and fill out a form. Tony tells me that they're working on trying to make that automated, which should be great because then I can just do it all on the computer, and we save the cost of a stamp, which is pretty soon going to be almost the cost of a gallon of gasoline if they keep going. So
Gas is going to drop that low?
no, stamps are going that high. Stamps are going that high. So yeah, the club does a favor by processing memberships for folks. We're glad to do it, and it makes it convenient for people, and it's kind of neat to see that stuff come through. So keeps me out of trouble. All right, Barry, put this in. It's been in the Crackling Statics. We had the issue at the last meeting where someone came in actually knowing that they were under the weather. So please, if you are under the weather, whether you think it's a cold, COVID, the flu, rabies, whatever, please stay home and don't come into the meeting. you know, that your health and everybody else's health is important. So please, if you got the sniffles, stay home. All right. Barry, do you want to take this one or?
Yeah, I can do it, and I'm happy to have a
Yeah.
voice back. And thanks for running it today. So SNARS is involved with a 5-day event. It's at the Convention Center. It's Wednesday, March 29th, 30th, 31st, which is through Friday, then April 1st and 2nd. It's called the Reno Off-Road and Motorsports. It's run by Al Lockett, him and his wife Shirley. They've been doing this for eons. Turns out that Al got his ham license, his tech, in 2019. I happened to be there when he got it, so that's cool. They got hold of us, SNARS, and Doug said, hey, have we seen this? Anyway, short to the story is, with some volunteers, we're able to pull this off. So it's under, if you want to know more about it, it was a newsletter. It's under snars.org under activities, and the third one down says Reno Off-Road Motorsports. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, it's an 8-hour day, 2 4-hour shifts, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it's going to be a 4-hour morning and a 4-hour afternoon. For people that want to come Saturday, it's a 10-hour day, so it's 2 5-hour shifts. We got a little set up on Monday, maybe Tuesday, and we're going to tear down late on Sunday or the following Monday. We'd love to have some people come and be there to help us. We'll be promoting it more and letting you know about it. We'll have the SNARS pavilion there. We'll have some special handouts and flyers. Hopefully we'll have a VHF radio there for sure. Hopefully we'll be able to get out, but you never know when we're at the convention center. And next to us will be the Aries truck. So this is a great way to get into the show for free, look around. Hopefully we'll have 2 people on each of the shifts, which will help. If we have more, that's fine. And I think when I went to this show back a number of years ago, not related to ham radio before the pandemic, I think it was $8 to get in. So it's going to be something more than that if you're a general public. So come one, come all, help out. You'll hear about it more, but go to the activities page under snars.org. It's the third one down. Click on it. You can read about it and fill out whatever you can do to help. It'll be great to get the word out to the public. Thank you so much, Doug.
And Aries will be there also. Yeah, go ahead, Wes, you had a question?
Yeah, well, I just gotta have a statement here, so if we can, we're gonna try to do that.
So
You know,
if you heard Wes, he said, for those online, he's going to try to do the noon net from the expo. I'm working, I've signed up for the morning, Thursday and Friday morning to help out. I might also stick around and help Aries out a little bit, but I might bring my little 25-watt ammo can thing in just to show people what you can do with portable stuff. Yeah, so mine's homemade. Mine's homemade, Wes.
I'm sorry.
All right, so moving on here. Okay, so this will go out in a mini static, but John Miller, as everybody knows, and Don both are associated with Chameleon Antenna. And if anybody knows somebody who's interested in electronic assembly or is, beginning their skills, they need some help, and they have an entry-level position open. So if you know anybody's interested, or you're happy to be interested, there's the link. This will be out in a mini static, so we'll try to get the word out, help John as we can. So, all right. So we have a year-long event called Volunteers on the Air. Actually, I was on FT8 a couple days ago, saw somebody with a VODA call. So why don't you grab that chair, Jim, and sneak over here. So, if you're interested in participating, we're going to have Jim Shepard come and talk about Volunteers on the Air. He's sneaking up here to the computer screen so that we can talk about it. And Barry, do you want to stop and restart? Because I think we're there. Or Do we have it? Well,
We just got a
okay.
couple more, and then we'll get there.
So before we do that, either in person or online, do we have any comments, questions, concerns, anything before we move on?
Yeah, K5HK here. I'm on Zoom.
Hey, Carl.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Carl.
okay. Well, looking at all the money we got, why in the hell don't we spend $500 a month to have a breakfast get together for the club instead of doing all this rigmarole? I joined the club for the socialization and to help other hams, but I can't do it very well on Zoom. So let's do it.
Barry, do you want to respond?
It's a great idea. The issue isn't that we don't want to do it. The issue is we haven't been able to find a place that works. We're still working on it. Sorry, and yes, we're working on it.
Okay, keep working. You want me to go find a place
Yeah.
for you? I bet I can find one this afternoon.
Well, Carl, I'll tell you what, if you're interested in helping find a place, you can, if you find something, get back in touch with Barry or myself or one of the other board members. And
Okay,
we'll be
I'll do
glad to
just
take your
that.
input. Absolutely glad to take your help.
Maybe the rest of the group's not interested in eating and meeting, but I am.
I think you're not clear on one thing. We want your help. It has nothing to do with the club. It has to do that we've exhausted our resources and looked just about everywhere. The last time we had a place, it was disgusting and people didn't want to go back. Trying to find it's not impossible, but trying to find a place that will be at 8 o'clock in the morning that will hold 75 people has been hell. So it's not that we don't want to do it. Help us out, see what you can do, and we appreciate it, and then we'll see what we can find. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate your help.
Thanks, Carl.
I think that last place cost us about $850.
Yeah, it's,
And that didn't include food.
yeah, I looked at Tamarack and it'd be north of 1,000 for the meeting. So
We're working on it, and the other possibility might be, and we're working on it too, might be a quarterly meeting, and at a place. The other thing I just want to mention, not related to that, but to getting together, we have a date now on the calendar. I haven't released it yet, but it's for a member appreciation picnic. It's on Sunday, May 21st. It's going to be at Bartley Ranch. It's going to be something like 11 to 3. We're going to have food and all sorts of stuff. So that will be one upcoming event to come to in person. And yes, we need help sorting this out, Carl. Thank you so much.
Hi, I just wanted to say hi. My
Go
name
ahead,
is
Jeff.
Jeff Milliken. I'm a new member. I'm studying to get my license. I don't have a license, so I've got the Ham for Dummies book I'm reading through. I'm from Truckee, California, up here in the mountains, and I want to do ham because involved with off-roading and fire and backcountry skiing and stuff like that. So I'm glad to be here, and it's my first meeting, so just wanted to say hi.
Jeff, glad to have you on board and, study up and hit the one-day ham cram just to polish off your skills and get your license. Glad to have you on board.
And Jeff, I used to live in Truckee. We have a group in Truckee, a bunch of group of hams that used to meet in person because of the pandemic. They meet online. I will post my email address in the chat. Go ahead and copy it. Send me an email and we'll get you connected in there. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Sounds good. Thank you guys. It's glad to be here. You guys have been really welcoming on email and stuff. I'm looking forward to being involved with the organization. Thanks so much.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Anything else before we move on? All right. Well, want to give a plug to our local amateur radio vendors. Support us. DX Engineering out of Summit Racing and Sparks. I've bought a few things from them. It's really neat having that resource right here. where you don't have to trudge through the snow to get to your post box. Hammond Hi-Fi, and if you haven't been inside Hammond Hi-Fi, really cool place. A lot of old equipment. You might find something interesting if you're a collector, or if you're looking for an inexpensive radio, place to go. And then of course, Chameleon Antenna. You know, a lot of really good stuff. I have 2 of their products. Really enjoy their stuff, and it's really well built. And so please support our local vendors. We'd like everybody who has a license to get on the air. You know, a couple different ways to build your skills up in a more welcoming environment. The new net, Monday through Friday, our own Wes Fick is net manager. You know, kind of an open net. Everybody's invited. You know, if you stumble, don't worry about it. The net's there for people to get on the radio and learn and to practice their skills. And then if you're into digital, you can join the Digital Net Tuesdays, either DMR or Fusion, and you can listen in on the Digital Net. I personally don't play a lot of DMR. I do play Fusion sometimes with my radio, but I'm more single sideband HF kind of guy, or digital modes. So, you know, point is, you got the license, use it, learn how to operate your radio, get proficient, so that when you are stuck in the snow and you don't have cell phone service and you're crying for help, you know how to cry for help. Right. So we are going to turn this over to Jim Shepard, and Jim is here sitting next to me so we can run the screens, and it's going to be presentation on VODA. And unfortunately, as we noted earlier, our original speaker is out due to a medical emergency, and hopefully we'll be able to get him back in a month or 2. So with that,
Yeah,
Barry, why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, we'll stop the recording and then we'll start the next one. Thank you.